We are live. Good evening. Welcome back to the insanity that is By the Dice. Hurrah! Saith the Pudgy. And, well, let's see. Well, announcements tonight. I can say thank you to Lofi Geek for the use of their music. It's all comes copyright free. They just ask that we give them credit and advertising. So please, by all means, check out their Spotify link in the description, as well as the link to the video that we'll be using for tonight's bio break. Anybody else?
I want to give a shout out to Thomas for paying for the ingredients. Nobody can see me because Chris's fat head's in the way. But I'm going to give a shout out to Thomas for buying the ingredients so I could make dip. So we all got to enjoy dip tonight.
I was currently enjoying it until you got all insulty.
Now have you seen my torch?
It's bright and shiny. How'd you lose it?
I don't know.
See, it was on the table when we were setting up the map.
Did it get buried?
And then John had it outside when we went outside for...
Yeah, but it would have been in my pocket, and it's not anymore. Oh well, figure it out later. There's always the pocket dragon. Unless that's hidden away. Anyway, so that all the oh yes, and thank you for Pudgy for making the dip again, because no. So what else do we have on the agenda? Any other announcements?
Thank you, as always, to Rip Reptiles for providing paper, ink, and printer access.
Well, you know, we haven't said this one in a while, but thank you to all you guys for being so supportive of all our new added content and like hanging out with us while we're being nerds playing video games and things of that nature. We do appreciate you.
Also, thank you for not getting frustrated and upset with us when, damn it, Chris is heading the way again.
You know what?
But thank you for not getting frustrated and upset with us and angry because of all the technical issues we tend to have from time to time.
Yeah, we are amateurs.
It shows.
It's okay. It's allowed.
But at least we show it with style.
Right?
Right?
No.
Alright. So, there's the wisp piece. You would be, if you jump down from where he was, you would be right about here.
There's your Calora.
There's my Calora. Calora is not on the map currently because Calora would have to come up from below decks.
Calora has to wake up first.
Because somebody rolled a nat 1 on the don't fail it for the alarm perception check. So,
I mean, when you gotta go to sleep, man, it's almost for heavy sleepers. Like, unless there's kids present in my house, I sleep and I fucking, you can come in my house and rob me. I would like that.
grading down below decks. So that you all know, give or take, where Calora will have to come out of. It'll take you around to get on deck once you wake up.
I thought Ronan was still asleep too.
No, Ronan woke up, would probably be, give
He
or
was the
take,
one-
right about here at the point where we left off, just having make it to the deck.
No, wasn't he in one of the boats? Passed out drunk.
Oh yeah, he was in a lifeboat, passed out drunk.
Yeah, and he failed the perception of hearing
He didn't fail it. He just got really low.
Okay.
So he's like waking up and like shit's happening, but he's like.
So you would be in here.
And I heard the alarm and it kind of sobered me up quite quick.
It's a rather loud alarm.
Because
I was
I
up.
did
Laura's
pretty good on my
detected
perception
Okay,
check.
and you would be up between the 3 ballista, if I remember correctly, because you just finished arming them.
So I armed them and then I was up trying. Oh no, I failed a perception check. I was wandering on the boat trying to.
Figure out where they went.
Yeah.
That'll work. He's raging.
Works.
Alright. So, last time the party had left Evermist, and we're heading south via airship, well, south by southwest via airship to Kastara. In the middle of a desert, some 4 days by airship away. On the night of the first, on the night of their leaving, about 100 miles outside of, about 75 to 100 miles outside of where you left Evermist. Everybody, or Torin had noticed something moving in the clouds off the off the prow of the boat. Having armed the ballista on the front, they're not aimed. They are all armed, so they're loaded.
That's good.
So that's one action saved 3 times. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. I mean, technically, you can action surge, aim, load, and fire a ballista in one. And with that, these 2 Wyvern are maybe about 250 feet off. And the 2 of you actually not being covered by what's inside of a, by being inside of a lifeboat, because you put the tarp over it to keep water from getting into them. Would notice that Kalora is nowhere to be found, though the crew is starting to pour out onto the deck.
Is the captain barking orders, or are we gonna?
The captain is. You can hear something going on inside of his cabin because he would be backing under the helm, but you're not exactly sure what.
So the bad part is, as soon as you said that, the crew starts coming out on the deck, all I could think of was that scene from Spaceballs with the ding 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 ding.
Yeah, these guys aren't quite like that. They're quite well armed. A lot of them seem to be wearing like heavier plate, things of that nature, half plate. They're relatively seasoned fighters. And as we begin, you hear the one that you would recognize as the first make on. Oh, fuck me.
Yay!
So I need the 4 of you to roll initiative. By the way, that alarm will go off every round.
Alright. So
So
I'll
is
hear
this-
it on a 2 or better, right?
Yeah.
So this is
Non-combat initiative?
2 exactly.
Non-combat, yeah. So go ahead and roll your non-combat. That'll tell us when you wake up.
I'm awake.
Not you. Not.
Oh.
Okay.
This is gonna be interesting.
So we'll get to you in a minute.
I got a 9.
Oh, 5 with my initiative bonus.
I lost my dice. One second.
These things are about maybe 800 feet out there, not in ballista range. Moving at full flight speed and not dashing and exhausting themselves.
I got a nat 20.
Okay, so Mukhaji will be going first. What was your roll?
14.
Plus your
Initiative bonus.
which is it's a dex saving throw, so you get a +6 to it. So dirty 20.
I got a nat 20.
Okay, so
Okay,
it will
go
go Wisp, Torin, Ronan, Kalora
Wait,
that's
wait.
sleeping.
I thought for initiative it was.
It's a dex
Your
save.
initiative bonus.
It's a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Because I have my initiative bonus is +4, but my dex saving throw is a +7.
Then you
Okay.
needed to update that.
So my initiative would be my dex saving throw, so it'd be
Correct.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sneaky ones tend
Then
to
I
go
got a
first.
12. Not
Okay.
a 9.
Then it definitely goes Wisp, Torin, Ronan, Kalora.
I do believe that's what it was the last time.
Well,
Something like that.
it might have changed with the higher number, but it didn't.
Nah, it didn't. Same placement, man. Same placement.
Stuck in the same place year after year.
All
Right.
the time. All the
So,
time.
that being the case, Wisp. All you know is that there's an alarm going off and Torin's looking everywhere in the clouds for something.
Well, I mean, Torin already made a comment about how there was like Wyverns
So what you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, that's not gonna work. I have to see them.
Whenever they come up to me, I'm gonna tell my armed dogs a ballista that they need to be. They're all armed, but.
Curious. Does anybody speak Draconic?
Yes.
Yes.
Dragon.
Oh, good, all of you. That'll make this even more entertaining.
So can I see any of these, or am I unable to see them?
No, they're not that far out.
You can't see shit right now.
Oh, my perception. Yeah, I'm fucking wondering.
You don't know where they are, and they've actually got 3/4 cover, so.
Do I know where they are? Or?
No, you can roll perception and look.
Dirty 20.
You think you see what looks like an odd pattern in the clouds off in the distance, a good ways from the front of the ship.
Okay.
It's okay. It's like moving through smoke.
Alright.
You've worked at a haunted enough times. You know how when you're moving through the smoke machine, they'll leave that wisp behind them, but there's no real.
Yeah.
You can't see the form.
Yeah. I got
It's
you.
that kind of an impression. You've got a basic, generalized idea that there's something relatively big out there.
Alright.
Because they've been toying with it, coming in close and going out, back out.
Something like that.
How far out are they?
No real way to tell with the way the clouds are right now.
Yeah, the coverage is.
Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do at this point is I'm just gonna go ahead and pull 3 pebbles out of my pouch and start charging the 3 pebbles.
So use
That's-
your action to
yeah,
set
that's pretty
your.
much, yeah. Pretty much the only thing I can do is start charging pebbles.
Alright, let's start. Alright, Torin, what you doing? Because, yeah, you, like, with Wisp going like that, you'd see him, like, following whatever it was. You would have barely seen the Wisp. Literally wisps of
Yeah.
movement in the.
Yeah, and I think I still have. I'm gonna.
I'm starting to think they undercharged us.
Something like that.
There's not
Could I
Vitalia,
cast
and they'll get
locate
hazard
object and see
pay.
if I could dial in what we're looking, what's following?
Say what?
Could I cast the locate object and see if I can, like,
It is not an object, so that would not work. There
Yeah.
are spells that would do it, that one does not.
would I know that?
Not unless you have a prepared current. Oh, don't worry, everybody will probably level up after this. Because I've been keeping tally of experience and just haven't given you guys the number yet.
Well, those that survive.
To the victors, go the spoils.
If I fall, don't chase me into the shadow.
That weird little wild black sheet I got.
Mm-hmm.
Since I really can't do much, I'm gonna start coating my arrowheads.
Okay. I need a pencil or a pen. Either or for this because I can write it down permanently.
The little compact is over there. You need a pen?
You okay?
I just didn't know where the
Nicholas?
oh, there's the
All
pen.
the fucking week I've had. I think I told Budgie. I had a
So-
tweaker try to blow me up on Friday at 4:30 in the morning in Portland.
No.
I was trying to install an awning on a coffee stand before they open at 5:30, and I hear someone yelling. It's fucking Portland, so I don't pay no fucking mind to that shit. Next thing I know, now again, I'm up there with my camper because I don't rent a room up there. And my camper has 2 full just filled 40-pound fucking propane tanks on the front of it. Okay? And behind my trailer, I got one headphone in, so I can hear shit going on because it's fucking Portland and it gets weird as shit at night. And next thing you know, my ear fucking pops, hear a massive explosion. I turn around and see a 30 fucking foot fucking mushroom cloud from behind my trailer. This fucking twacked out bitch was like yelling at me.
I don't know how to respond to that.
and fucking just like, I was like, oh god, like, glad she didn't set my fucking tanks off. With 80 pounds of propane on top, whatever the fuck she did.
Keep that to yourself, but that's what that'll do when
Sorry.
combat comes into effect.
Oh,
Okay. And,
And how many arrows are you
But buy
cutting
me
with
dinner
that?
first.
I bought you dinner the other day.
You're gonna have to keep track of those because you can end up how much of the vial you're using.
Yep.
We'll
okay,
tell you
so
how many
I
you wanna
only have 19 arrows. I'm gonna coat like, I'm gonna hold like 3 and like knock it. So I'll coat like 5.
cut. Okay, so that'll take about half of that vial in order to tip them all.
Right, so I'm gonna coat mine. But yeah, no, and then she comes up a couple hours later after daylight, and I'm like getting ready. I'm like putting the awning up to get the brackets up. She walks up to me and goes, "Sorry, not sorry, we're trying to kill you this morning." And my day just got worse after that.
Well,
But that's how I started Friday. So
thank God it's Sunday, and you're in the safety of a place where you can kill the dragon.
meth tweaker bomb. Should create that. Tweaker bombs.
So, am I gonna notice that Torin is coating his tips?
Mm-hmm.
Would so that crazy ass alcohol that I got, would it have any effect on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's thin it.
No, I meant like different arrows. Like if you put in different arrows.
It's alcohol.
Okay.
It's meant to be ingested.
I mean, unless I was like,
fuck 'em with those when I'm Mexican, like
No.
directly into the bloodstream, like yeah.
I mean, if you were like tie a little
190
vial,
proof.
tie a little vial of it, like big little glass vials, and tie it, like put it behind the tip of the arrow with like a little cotton, and you like light on fire and hit it to make a little mini
That is
Molotov.
true because they did
You could
say
do it like a
that
Molotov.
they did say a drop would blow most locks.
So you're gonna put like just a little bit in a vial.
Yeah, I got a couple of vials. I mean, if it
Okay,
works,
so that's what you all are doing for prep. I need you to go ahead and roll a sleight of hand. This will determine how many of those vials you can create.
24.
24 will say that you can get about 3 vials filled, tied, and lashed to bolt heads and things of that nature.
Okay, so you might want to put down 3, experimental explodey arrows.
Remove the 3 glass vials from your inventory and take 1 serving of the liquor out of the bottle that has 20.
Okay.
Molotov type.
Basically, you're using a shot in 3 arrows. Okay, and now that's what they're prepping for. Ronan, what are you doing?
So, I have a
I don't know
question.
what that would do.
What does
though.
Greek
Unless
fire
you-
actually do? Like, could it be added to the
Greek
tips of the
fire?
arrows?
Greek fire is like you put it on water and actually like water makes it go everywhere, like it spreads. So like
Okay, Greek fire, and the way that I've always understood it in the D&D world is it is a sealed liquid in a container. If it touches air, it reacts to the oxygen and ignites.
Yeah, it's basically like rocket
you like
fuel.
yeah, but you can't,
Gotcha.
but nothing.
So
puts
how
it out,
big
like,
is
it
a
spreads
bottle?
it. So like
Size of a
boat.
potion bottle, little flask. It does 2d6 damage as a grenade if you throw it with an AoE of 10 meters.
So, question for you,
Dude.
Wisp.
What's
How
up?
many empty vials do you have left?
Well, give me 1 second. Let me tally this up. I'll tell you. I still have 5 vials. Yeah,
Mean am I going to be?
5 vials.
So, next question for the group is, do you want to use all of the Greek fire or just some of the Greek fire? I just don't know if we can safely pour it from one vial to the other.
No.
No, you can't.
No.
That would be like
all of it.
you'd have to use it like all of it and latch it to one arrow.
The only way you would be able to use it without blowing yourself up would be literally with a fucking eyedropper and a sealed bottle.
Okay.
Like,
So I'm gonna take the bottle of Greek fire and lash it to one of the bolts for my heavy crossbow. Because that's got a major range to it, between 100 and 400 feet.
Okay. This is a flask. This big around.
Yeah.
It might affect the aerodynamics a little bit, but if I can do it
No,
right,
but you'd be better off. Honestly, you'd be better off than having to one of the ballista.
yeah.
It's a bigger projectile. It would more safely secure it, and it has a better range.
So which ballista do you, or if you're gonna go that route?
I would do that because if it's a flash, like you said, tying it to a bolt, you're gonna lose all. You're not gonna. That thing won't go like maybe 50 feet and drop like a rock. Bolt's not heavy enough to maintain that.
And that just depends on how mean I want to be.
So if all the ballistas are loaded, you could easily walk over to one and strap it up. What are you giggling for?
Because I just had a thought.
Did it hurt?
No, but I have vials of liquid pain.
give the freaking things liquid pain addiction.
Yeah, because one bottle contains 3,000 doses per vial.
Yeah, for the average humanoid. These are a large dragonoid.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying it would still cause them discomfort and hopefully drop them out of the sky.
If you roll it. No.
So I guess I give the bottle of Greek fire to...
You can put it on any of the lists. They're all loaded.
What's the DC to get it up the Wyvern's nose?
Wait, what are we trying to get up with the wizard?
An
A vial
arrow.
of liquid, an arrow put with a vial of liquid paint attached.
Up the Wyverns.
We'll discuss that if you can manage to get
So
the
how
shot
many
off.
ballistas do you have total?
3 in the front of the boat.
3 in
They're
the
all
front,
loaded.
1 on the back.
I thought all 3 had...
They're all loaded. They
They're
just,
I
all
thought they
loaded.
had your vials attached.
those are mine.
Those on arrows.
Those were
Those
arrows.
are more arrows. We're prepping we're making like Hawkeye arrows at the moment.
Yeah.
Trick arrows.
Well, I only have 1 bottle, so it needs to be placed strategically.
You can pick
I am
one of
giving
those.
you all 1 round from when Kalora gets up on deck after the next round
Alright.
to finish all of your preparations.
So that's why I'm asking.
Is it time for me to roll that perception check, see if I'm awake?
Oh no, you're awake after the last one.
Okay, cool.
So which ballista
We just
should I
haven't
put
got
it
your
on?
turn
Let's
yet.
do this strategically.
So where me and Wiss are, he pointed. Well, I mean, at this point, I would pick one of the ones in the front.
Yeah, but you want to do the one straight out the front, so we have the most range side to side.
You would
or
know
do
that
wanna
the
go
triangle
off the
sail
side?
at the
Okay,
front of
so-
the ship would split your line of sight for your aim there.
In case you don't know anything about ballistas, so ballistas actually have a rotation.
That's why I'm saying you have a certain degree of rotation. So do you want to go out the front so we have the best range out front with the rotation, or do you want to go off the
I
side?
don't feel like a dragon's gonna attack us like.
Dude, why not just wait until the dragon comes on? Because you're kind of gonna want to see them before you go to fire at them.
But we only have a certain amount of prep time.
Yeah,
To
but
get
every one of those is loaded. So just basically aim and shoot.
Yeah, you would literally just have to aim, lash it on, and then shoot.
And since you can do so many feet in action.
Yeah, no, a lashing.
I wouldn't do the
motion
front though.
would
If
be
you
a
were to do
bonus
one, I'd do
action,
one
yeah.
on the side ones.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't do it on the side.
Yeah, I'll do it on the side because they're most likely they have more ability to grab on and more to hold on to if they were to like land or launch or lash themselves onto the side of the boat.
What you can do is prepare your lash so that all you gotta do is loop it over and drop it so that it falls through the loop
So
and is snug.
the one in the very front,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take and attach. Just because I'm curious what it will do. Anyways, I'm gonna take and attach. Where in the hell is all my? 1 second. Got a lot of shit.
Okay, so that'll put you here. You're
Oh, here we
somewhere
go.
up here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to lash a rope. Actually, no.
You'll have to do that your next turn. We've got to get to Anaya.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're playing skip.
Okay.
So, Anaya, or Calora as it were. You wake to a start, boots stomping everywhere. The whole ship is in a bustle. People are pouring up to the top deck. An alarm bell is sounding very loudly across everything. And you look around to find yourself being the last one out of their hammock.
I'ma drop to my feet and get moving, making sure to grab and arm my shield.
Okay. Where's your armor? Do you sleep in it, or?
I did this time.
Okay.
I was quite tired when I went to bed this time.
So.
I'm a little stiff, a little sore, but that'll work itself out while moving.
So using your actions to equip while moving and.
Yep. Sliding my shield up onto my arm so that I have it, and it's.
Where did I put that? There you go. So that would put you right here as you come out.
All right.
And you see the other 3 members of your party up towards the front of the ship, screwing around with ballista and prepping arrows. You still have your movement at least, and this will count as your round of what you're preparing yourself for. Other than that, you have no idea what's going on. Other than that, something's wrong.
I'm gonna take my time to put my hand axe right here in the loose latch that I can just pull it off of, so that using it would be a bonus action later or a free action if I'm really, really good.
There'll be a dexterity check involved.
On the other side, I'm gonna put arm my whip so that I can, same concept, grab it and
So
have my
you're
long
prepping
sword.
your weapons for easy access.
Yep,
basically.
and then my longsword's in hand.
All right, and now we are back to you. And Wisp, what were you doing with that ballista you're at?
I was trying to decide which material I would use, but I'm gonna use a vial of acid. I want to tie it to the ballista.
Okay, the acid does 1d6 extra damage on the ballista.
Never mind. It's not really gonna do its purpose, so I won't do it. So I'm just gonna keep it.
What's the range on ballista?
240 by 480.
Yeah.
Close range is anything under 240 feet. You get a minor disadvantage for aiming it at that range. 480, so 240 to 480 is optimum range. Anything inside of 480 is where you get disadvantage over 240 to 480 because that's long ranging it. They can see that coming.
Power of Christ compels you.
That's already done.
Okay.
Crap.
That's what she says. Damn it.
Does anybody have any rope on them?
Yeah.
How much do you need?
Yeah.
Each of you should have 50 feet.
I've got more than that, but okay.
I've got at least, well, I've used some of mine, so I think I'd have like 40 feet.
If you don't collect it,
I was thinking about trying to turn one of these into like a harpoon that with the rope on it. So like,
That's what I was going to do when I came up to the fucking ballista.
we have one left we haven't fucked with. He's got his eye on it, he wants to put his stuff on, and you have the one you just did in the front, so the other side one and the rear one, neither one's messed with.
I haven't done anything to him yet. I was starting to, and then I decided not to.
Pick one. I mean, the one at the front of the boat, if you turn it into a...
I thought about turning it into a harpoon, but I was like, nah.
you can most certainly do that if you want.
Knowing my luck, the Wyvern would probably like try to rip
What?
off the ship.
I can
I
fly.
don't think the downside, like, I think
Can I ride the Wyvern?
You can certainly try.
Ride the lightning.
Will be easier. I am going to say this one last time and call it the only spoiler you're getting. These are not normal wyverns.
These cute little wormies. You got them, Nick.
So wait, could you hand me the monster manual, please? It's between the two of you, it's on the bottom. Yep.
Oh god.
So, it would look like this. And I don't care if you see the stats because they're pointless. Only kind of a dingy grayish color with an odd bluish purple aura.
What?
And what looks like strange smoke coming off of it.
I'm starting with it. It's what P looks everything. Or at least tries.
Yeah, but Kalora's not a caster, so most likely, and she doesn't have any ranged weapons, so she's probably gonna try to ride the weapon.
Most certainly try.
Well, it's not like it's gonna land on deck and go melee with her.
Fist to fist.
He
bitch,
says he's
they call you
on
a
normal wiring.
one-on-one.
You never know.
Yeah, but considering their intelligence level, I don't think they're gonna put themselves in a position to be in melee combat with an entire crew.
I mean, depends on your thing.
They've gotta be smarter than that.
Not one.
What's the minimum intelligence to talk? 6.
6.
Wyverns can't be that unintelligent.
Naturally, there are 5.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I didn't see that coming
I
there.
call shenanigans. I wanna see the DMG.
You mean the manual?
Yeah.
No, like legit. No lie. I didn't nerf it. They're kind of dumb. They're the dumbest of the dragons. Kobolds are smarter.
Okay, maybe they are dumb enough to go melee in combat with an entire crew. Gotta love it. I call shenanigans.
No. That's also not the complete of the stats on that wyvern. Those are here. So, Wisp, what are you doing up there? Other than lighting your mouth on fire with the dead? Are you melting like a cartoon character?
Possibly. The chip I just bit into sliced the whole roof of my mouth.
Oh.
And the spices and herbs just kind of went, hey, look, you've got a wound.
Okay.
Let me clean them.
I was gonna say that wound is real clean.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that much capsaicin? So, Torin, what you doing?
His Darth Vader impression.
Yeah. Right. Whistle, whistle. Alright, so, I think that since, Torin and I were talking about it, I think what I'm gonna do, that's a mass behind me, right?
Correct.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the rope that I have. I've got 50 foot of rope with a grappling hook.
Okay.
I don't know how well the grappling hook is gonna work, but I'm gonna go ahead and detach the grappling. Well, I don't have the grappling hook connected to the rope. Anyways, I'm gonna lash the rope to the back half of the harpoon and then wrap it around the mast, like double wrap it. That way, it's got
Okay.
some strength that's holding on the mast.
Go ahead and roll a survival check with advantage because of the description you gave.
Roll it with advantage.
Yep. 2d20, take the highest.
That's a 12. That's not a 20.
No, don't do that. See, if you give me a good description, you might get something out of it sometimes. You may get up and brag.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Alright, so with a dirty 20, you're about 95% sure that this is definitely going to hold. You're not sure how good an idea it is to shorten the range of a ballista to 50 feet, but...
Alright.
What?
I have an idea.
It's a ballista, you can't launch yourself out of it. Just
No,
saying.
no, that was not the idea.
You're too big. Ballista bolts are only about that big around. You cannot ride the lightning that way. The thrust just isn't enough to launch a human more than 25 feet, and no. So, what you doing, Torin?
Tempted to cast cordon of arrows on all the ballista.
You could only do it to one.
4.
4?
4 pieces of non-magical. It's a level 3 slot. Javelin.
Okay, you'd have to use 4 of the arrows out of your quiver to do that. You can't do it with the ballista. They're too big.
Okay.
It's like something 100 times bigger than a arrow.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna cast in 4 of my arrows in because they
Alright.
give me a
So
would you
anybody
be able,
else-
would you be able to cast any arrows that have
Okay, where are you putting those 4 arrows? Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place your 4 arrows on the deck. That's what you're doing for your last bit of prep.
just a heads up?
protect the
Here's the
pilot.
limits. Say ahead of time, I'm sorry. Yeah. More than likely. My belly's a little long.
There we go.
Alright, now keep in mind
So the D8s are your arrows?
that those are the if anything comes near any of those arrows, that spell triggers.
Alright, what is this?
Anything other than him comes near those, it triggers.
Okay.
It's a double-edged sword.
Is it? I thought I was reading on that one. I thought it was if you choose to, you can.
I can
not
pick the
affect your
person that can,
allies.
and I'm gonna pick because I can. So
Yeah, you can
Kalora
pick-
can be around everything and not get hurt.
Is it only one person, or can you
It
pick a
always
whole
does one.
crew?
He can make sure that the whole crew's completely okay.
What if it's roll for that?
DM's discretion, man.
It's a DM discretion. I'll say I'll allow you to actually have the crew because of what I'm throwing at you guys.
Okay.
Be safe. That's actually a pretty smart move. I forgot you had that.
So did I. I like picked a couple random builds. Like this might come in handy at one point.
Be amazed.
Got a little,
Because that was one of the spells I picked from
little garden.
when I redid my ranger for Anaya's campaign. Was Cordon of Arrows.
It's actually a pretty nice trap. Okay. So while you're setting up your cordon of arrows, and what are you doing, Ronan? And this is the last round of prep.
So, which ballista is the only one that's open right now? Because we were figuring out you got the rope tied to one.
That's the front one, the facing the front of the boat. So the other 3 are the one at the back of the ship, and the 2 on the sides. There's nothing to do with them.
But you attach something to one of those.
Rope to the front one. He wasn't attached.
Yeah, rope was just attached to the
We were
first.
thinking about like liquid paint or something. We didn't.
Oh, did you ever get to that?
Yeah, rope's attached to it. We literally said like 5
No,
minutes
the
ago.
liquid paint.
Oh no, I didn't bother doing the liquid paint.
Not gonna try and drug the wyverns.
Nah. Not unless it comes down to like arrows and I gotta lash it onto the arrow real quick just for the
So,
sake of it, but
I'm gonna.
Or ball up your fist and shove it down the thing's throat and lose
Since
your
I'm
arm in the
closest to
process.
this one,
I mean I currently have
this is
3
the one I'm
magic
gonna
spells.
lash the bottle of Greek fire to.
Alright, so that one's got a Greek fire on it. Does 2d6 and a 10-foot radius. And that brings us to you, Kalora, as you
Greek
watch
fire.
everybody prepping things and going about the ship's deck. Your armor's well secured. Where you at?
I've moved a little closer to the front of the ship. About close to half the distance.
Alright,
And
so
I
about
am,
here.
yep, I am knelt down with my rope, specifically tying running knots that are backed with half double loop clove hitches.
Okay.
Um,
Again, roll your survival check. Don't nat one it. You do get advantage because I actually know those knots, and that's a pretty good combo.
That's a really good.
that would be a 19 flat.
Okay, so on a 19, you have about the same kind of security on yours that Wisp has on his. Wisp's knots look a little prettier than yours.
Just, mine aren't designed to be pretty. I don't expect them to last long after.
It was a
we're done
dirty
planning
20.
the
He
full-
slid his way to critical.
Yeah, I got a plus nothing to my survival. Despite being a hunter.
That explains a lot. Alright, So, that being said, and that being the last one, I need everybody to roll perception.
Six.
No.
I'm not a perceptive fish.
23.
23.
6.
Okay, so thing one and thing two.
Hi!
Yeah, I don't know. You all got like all into your little projects and prep thing, and
Yeah, no,
just
I'm
didn't-
focused on making sure my knots are secure.
You're like, gotta be right. What the fuck are these guys? Is that a you look up for a second? Is that a bottle of Greek fire? Kind of glancing at Ronan.
Pull a little tighter on the clove hitch. Make sure that it's not not backing out.
Ronan, you're watching Kalora tie something down too.
No, I'm not tying anything down. I'm making something with my rope.
Okay, so Kalora's apparently fucking around with the rope tying a whole bunch of knots. Now, as for the two of you, because you're at the bow of the boat and you're off slightly to the side, you would notice a form out here in the great beyond of the ether that is the off-the-map land of Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Alright.
You would notice a dragonoid form. This would be the first time you've seen it.
Okay.
Without the front arms, so you'd know it to be a wyvern.
Alright.
You've seen them like this before, and you know that it's shadow touched, and they tend to be meaner.
Alright.
Mainly because of where your character comes through and what they've been through in life.
Yeah.
As to the other one, as you're glancing out, scanning across things, doing yours, and these things are weaving in and out through the cloud banks, it seems like they're using the clouds for cover to make them their way closer. Last time you caught a glimpse of any movement, it was about 300 yards from where this thing's at now.
Yeah.
The other one, Torin, you see moving off this way about 25 feet off of the side of the ship. You see it, you catch the flick of its tail as the barb goes up, and the tips of its wings as it dives down and under the clouds.
Okay.
And at that point, we all need to just roll for initiative, including me. And I'm rolling twice.
Well, luckily for me, Irby
16.
has the same roll I do.
15 and a 2.
I got 19.
Okay.
What'd you get?
21.
24.
Right on. I got
29.
Yeah, no.
It's
He's
17
16.
plus 7.
You 16?
Yeah.
So,
I got 18 plus 3.
It's
20 to 25? Okay, what you got?
21.
24.
Okay, 24. Okay, so it'll go Ronan, Wisp,
19.
19, then 16, and then each of them in turn. Got it.
And I've got Herbie, so Herbie's girl's off of mine, right?
Correct.
Alright, double checking. Double checking, double checking.
This will be fun.
Right, I'm holding off on eating some of my.
Alright, so with that being the case,
You know.
Ronan, you're kind of oblivious until you notice both Wisp looking off in one direction, looking off the front of the ship, and then all of a sudden Torin turns and catches something to the right-hand side. Or to the right-hand side if you're facing this direction. I don't know nautical terms for the parts of a ship. Don't make me memorize these things.
That was Stern's the ass, I think. That was the front, Stern's the ass.
Yeah.
About all I know.
No,
Right?
Should I roll another
actually,
perception to
opposite.
see if I find the
I know it was
same thing?
front and back.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
the
noticed
opposite.
that, since I noticed them, can I roll another one to see if it makes me more aware?
Stern is the front, bow is the back.
Half.
Yeah.
Half is off one side.
Fuck you. 5.
Clouds. Dark, moonlit clouds. Pretty light blue and silver with a black billowiness. The moon is actually starting to crest as the upper cloud levels start clearing up. So you have this beautiful scene of an ocean of fluff with a dark undertone and that bright bluish silver across it. And it just moves in little feathered wisps across. And it's just breathtaking, and it kind of mesmerizes you for a second.
Really wish I could light the clouds on fire.
And Wisp,
Was
what you doing? You saw that one up off the front.
true, but I mean, there's not really a lot I can do with it.
It's about 120 feet out.
Um,
It's technically not. It's technically within ballista range if the ballista was not tied to something.
yeah. Well, that's too damn bad. It's tied to something, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Oh, whose fault is that?
Mine. There's a reason behind it. Well, actually, it's mine and Torin's, because Torin gave me the idea. I'm going to. You said about 120 feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to try. I'm going to pop off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
All right. So roll to hit each time.
Alright. Fuck is my. Damn it, Bobby. Fuck, damn it, Bobby. Oh, there it is.
Damn it, Bobby. What I told you about doing that to the propane?
Ew.
More
First
evil?
one is 14.
14 hits.
Oh, well, shit. Alright, well, the second Eldritch Blast is 25.
That definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Any of the other one looks like.
Let's just say you have gotten its attention and it now knows its cover is blood.
Radio.
It definitely knows who you are.
Yay. It's because it loves me. It wants a little piece of my butt.
No, it wants a big piece of your butt. Matter of fact, it's probably going to try and eat all of your butt. Like shrimp fried rice.
First one does 18.
Okay?
Second one does 22.
18 to 22 is 40. Cool.
So it's definitely gonna know me now. It not know me then. It know me now. Nothing like shooting, you know, a blast of like purplish greens. Got like black smoke coming off the back.
A loud screech and the hiss that you would expect from any dragon getting hit with that kind of damage echoes out through the night as it rears up. And obviously its cover is now blown as your bolt of magical light strikes it inside this cloud and dissipates the cloud in the process. And you would swear in Draconic, it screams at you, your mother was sodomized by a stock pig.
It was a boar.
By or with, you're not really sure if they have the grammar correct.
Right.
Alright. And that brings us around to you.
Okay. tipped arrows,
Okay.
and I'm gonna edge my way towards the side of the ship where I saw the part of the wings and tails to see if I can
Mhm.
get a better look at what's going on.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a perception real quick. You gotta be fine as long as you don't fail.
16.
Yeah, you're fine. Its stealth was a 6.
Okay.
Doesn't have skills in the stealthy.
Or are you confused?
Use one of the ones that we.
Okay, so you can definitely see it, and it's kind of like it has. It's you run over as you see its tail spike up and it go to dive down, and you can see it starting to go down and turn like it's going to go under the ship.
How wide is the
Are you
ship?
writing down different information for
5,
the-
10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
I have
35
no
feet
idea.
across.
Ooh.
Does it look like?
You have 30 feet of movement.
I'm gonna dash over the other side and should be if it pops up. I should do it. Only if
Okay, so you want to dash to the other side and not take your shot here.
I want to get it when it's coming back up.
All right. So where are you going to position yourself on the other side? Remember, there's a lifeboat
I'm gonna
there.
part myself over by my arrow I placed.
So here,
Yeah.
or on the other side of it.
That's fine.
Okay. So you're holding your attack until
It pops. back
it
up.
pops back up. Got it.
Even trying to aim more for a headshot if I can and shoot it in the butt.
Fair enough.
Penetration is penetration.
All right. And Kalora, that brings us to you.
Oh, my belly.
I'm gonna get up into the crow's nest.
What's your movement speed?
That would be 30 feet.
It's a 50-foot mast.
That's okay, that's far enough up. 30 feet and grabbing hold, latching on with my talons.
Okay, so you're going to take the bottom sailcloth.
Yep.
You know, drag bar.
I just went up a little. And I'm gonna
What's
hold.
your fly speed?
Same, 30.
All right, and what are you holding up there?
I haven't decided yet.
So you're just going to move in.
Yeah, I'm just
I mean, you
moving
could
in.
dash action and technically climb 60 feet to the crow's nest.
I don't want to burn myself out yet.
on the AC.
Don't make it real.
I know. It's part of why I'm going up. It is. It looks almost like it might be a net, but I didn't make it well if it is.
Hmm.
I already know what it is. I figured it out as soon as you started making it.
But you gotta.
With poise, man. That's all I can tell you.
Finesse. Sheer
Yeah,
finesse,
it's like
man.
finesse.
Okay. So we'll call you flying up there. What's your fly speed?
30.
Okay, so you're flying your walk at the same. You'd think normally
Right?
things fly faster than they walk.
Yeah.
I have a heavy thing. My armor.
That would reduce your fly speed by that much, would it?
Uh huh.
10.
So your fly speed is 40.
But no, it reduces your fly speed to your regular movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And gives
Kalora
me
wears-
disadvantage on trying to be quiet.
Yeah, Kalora wears scale mail because they cannot actually wear anything heavier and fly still.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Alright. And that brings us to thing 1 and thing 2. Kalora might die tonight. Sorry, Ronan, you might get backburnered for this one. I said I had no interest in learning it.
Oh, I heard you say you didn't know it.
I do not know it, nor do I wish to.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the having no
Yeah.
interest, so that's why I drew it.
Of what?
This is every part of a boat.
Horse and boat.
Oh.
No, it's just the directions.
Kalora might die tonight. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to backburner you for a minute, Ronan. Never, ever, ever kill your players over something like that.
I hadn't heard the no interest in learning it.
The only thing I know is there's Klingons off the starboard bow. Scrape them off, Jim.
I mean, yeah.
My dick's a little on the ready side. I need to add some fresh dick. That'd be nice.
Alright. So,
Let me get around all my shit.
well, first of all, Wisp, you knew this was coming.
No shit.
The first one gets right up at you
Okay.
and comes. What you see is it rears up after you zap it with your Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
That it swears at your mother in Draconic, and as it swoops down and comes up, it comes at you claws first.
Woohoo!
So it's going to roll to hit you with its claws first. It gets more than one. These things are no more nice than you guys. So that's a 23 to hit. I'm pretty sure that hits your AC.
Yeah, it hit me.
Good news is everybody had a long rest, so you all should have full hit points.
Cool.
Save me.
Yeah, it hit me.
Still should have full HP.
No, I'm like down like 2 points, but like pretty much covered.
Okay.
What did it say? Only have 33 hit points. Oh, you got 2 hit points.
No, you were sleeping. You
Alright.
have 4 hit points.
3.
That's what it says for my max. Is 33.
Because that is your max for Ronin.
Oh yeah, so we're playing. Usually, like the hit points we have with her game because like we're higher
I'm
level.
very squishy in this.
Okay, you take 8 slashing damage and 3 necrotic damage.
8 slashing and 3 necrotic.
For a total of 11.
Alright, well, I'm gonna use some hellish rebuke.
I'm gonna use some hellish rebuke. I like that wording.
Keep track of your spell slots unless that was a cantrip, but yeah.
It's cantrip.
Oh yeah, it is for...
It's a cantrip reaction.
Yep.
It's a cantrip reaction for warlocks.
Where the fuck did I put my pencil? Oh yeah, I let you use my pencil.
I'm gonna let John use it.
Damn.
It's mine. That pen over there.
This is a pen.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna use hellish rebuke as a reaction.
That's just fire damage, right?
That's fire.
What type of damage is your Eldritch Blast? Is it force or necrotic?
Sure.
Eldritch Blast is forced to hit.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast is force.
I just have to make sure.
So hellish rebuke. I'm gonna take and roll a die, see if it hits.
Actually, I believe Hellish Rebuke always hits. I have to roll a die to save. What kind of
Oh,
saving
yeah.
throw is it?
Dex save.
I think it's like 16.
It's
Constitution save, or it's a Dex save.
It's a Dex save.
Based off of your spell save difficulty. So
Yeah,
what's the
so
DC?
my DC is a 15. Sorry,
Oh, it hits full force.
I had a brain fart.
It's okay. I blame the dip
Yeah, same here.
as I shovel more into my mouth.
Same. Ten.
10?
Yeah.
Oh, that definitely hits, and you can see as the flames lick around this thing. And in response to this, it goes and rears back like it's going to bite you, and instead flaps its wings hard, and its tail comes up between its legs and goes straight for your core mass.
But I'm like, flame on! Don't you dare talk about my mom!
Natural 20.
Yeah.
You can look.
Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see it.
That's a critical hit.
Yeah, no shit. You don't
So
say.
that's going to be 2d6 piercing damage. 6 times 2 is 12, plus For necrotic damage. Told you these things weren't normal. Which is 2, so 12 plus 2 is 14. And I need you to make a Constitution save. He shot it.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Cool. So then I need to go 1, 2, 9, and one more, 10, 11, 12. And then you take another 6 poison damage from
Alright,
the stinger.
So it's
20 points damage total.
20 points of damage total from the stinger to the chest.
Alright.
So it like gets you, and your armor does stop a good bit of it wearing your scale mail and all. But it like, you felt that barb hit you, and you're just not feeling so good all of a sudden. As the poison settles in.
I got it.
Alright.
Alright. And that brings us around to thing number 2. Which is going to go and turn and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is not, it is under the ship. So it is not on deck. Please just bear with me. We don't have nice big tall 3D model. We don't have funding for that. I wish.
We'll get there.
Someday.
Have a suspension wire hanging from the ceiling and it just floating.
Or like raised clear past like pegs even, I'd be fine with. Just
Right.
like we use for flying characters.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't have those either. Either way though, that one hasn't made it under the ship yet. Actually, it's probably going to, I'm wrong, hold on. It has nothing else it can do down there, so it is going to use a full dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right about the time it comes up here, you get your attack.
Okay.
Attack of opportunity.
No, his attack of I'm holding my action till this motherfucker pops its head up on the other side of the boat. He
Yeah.
called that at his turn, so.
16.
It's not an attack of opportunity, actually. It's just, this is his help action.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I wasn't sure if it was an attack of opportunity.
No, attack of opportunity is when something's moving out of melee range to you and you're not preoccupied, and because it's running away and not focusing, you can totally stab it in the back as it runs away.
22.
Okay.
22?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you totally hit. So, roll for damage. That was one of the poison ones, right?
It's a DC of 15, just say use the.
Yeah, it's a con save because it's a... Even with its bonuses, no. I only got a 10. I like the flashy one. It makes it so everybody can see what I rolled.
Damn, I keep forgetting about the cutting.
Sorry.
So it's 8 piercing and 6 of the.
I just burped a piece of jalapeno.
8 piercing and 6 poison.
So 14.
So a total of 14 to that one. Got it. You hear it call out in Draconic. They're not sure what. It's not exactly a commonly spoken language. The fact that all 4 of you speak it is kind of weird and rare.
I am a dragon though.
Hey, you are Dragonborn. You have an excuse. As for,
Yeah.
I know it because of arcane.
yeah, because of magic.
Yep.
And I know it because of combat superiority giving me an extra 2 languages.
Yeah.
He just said pee Tom.
Oh, it's just called studying shit.
Soldier background. I had to learn Draconic at some point.
I mean, I was an assassin. I worked for royalty. You don't think I didn't pick up a little draconic while I was working?
Yeah. Also speaks.
I've been wandering off in the middle of fucking north till I got kidnapped by some fucking weirdos, so I just mind my own business. Being myself in the woods.
But you're not a barbarian, so you weren't.
It's warm in here. Oh,
in.
Let's face it, not everybody can be pudgy about these things.
Right.
No, but I like duct tape, clear tape in the truck, and I'm gonna go power break, you know. Just gotta take the fuck out of it.
I got roller tape in the room in my Jeep.
Yeah, but that'll look so tacky.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's holding
Now if you like do a little bling, you like take the backside to the window.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Alright,
in that
so
case,
I give you redneck.
I got double-sided nano tape in the room.
you all would hear this thing yell across to the other one, watch out, they're using poison.
Okay.
You son
To
of
which it
a-
replies, so are we.
I mean, I already know they're using poison because I got.
No, it's saying that, like, it got caught with his arrow. It's like they're using poison warning. It's,
Yeah.
partner.
yeah, whatever.
Whatever did it get hit
Not
with?
sure
Just
what-
regular
I used
poison?
one of the ones I dipped.
Okay.
Because I wasn't like, I didn't want to waste one of the like, exploding ones. Just in case, like, I don't know how much it was going to pop out.
Right.
They're like, fuck it up a little bit, and then like, how much it drives on fire now? Bam.
Oops, the ship's on fire now because the dragon's on fire.
Like, maybe.
Maybe not.
No, on that one shit, like, we all died tonight. So.
And that brings us to the top.
Running.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, yeah, Ronan. I went up.
When you want to do
What time is it?
6:12.
After this round. If we can go quickly, it'll go faster.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to load my crossbow, hand crossbow.
Okay.
And I use my action to fire.
Which one are you shooting at?
The only one I guess I could see either one, couldn't I?
Yeah. You just pick
Yeah.
one bite.
Which one you aiming for? Both are
Probably-
technically in range.
Probably that one is on. I yell,
He would have heard yell.
"Wisp, duck!" And I fire.
Squatty potty.
Unicorn poop, man. It's awesome
Right.
stuff.
So I gotta roll to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, go ahead.
And since it's my arrow, my crossbow, isn't that a dex bonus?
Yeah, it's your.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Dex plus proficiency because you are proficient.
21.
That hits.
And so it is
100 damage, honky.
1d6.
Anything special in there or just a standard bolt?
Just a standard bolt because I don't have anything special I could really throw on it.
Ah. Alright.
So unfortunately I don't have any lightning arrows or anything I could add to it.
No poison or anything like that you had on you?
Nope. The only thing I have is an anti-venom and an
Off that.
antidote.
Arrow.
Nope.
To 30 feet of it.
5.
Down and under.
5.
5?
Yeah,
Five, yeah.
at the one that's by Pudgy or by
Alright.
Wisp.
Yep. Okay. Because its movement would have stopped it out here.
Oh, okay.
You got your pop shot off on it.
That was coming up. Like big.
Maybe fart to more into it.
Yes, the fanning fart of Mordor. Fanning or flaming or both?
Flaming. It fans itself with flames.
Whew. That's what we call a heated tube? Okay. Alright, so... 2 degrees.
And then I'm not gonna use my move. So yeah, wanted to see if I wanted to move anywhere, but this is the ballista that has the Greek fire loaded to it, so why would I walk away?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, how far away is the one dragon from the boat? The one that's
So there's one egg right there in the fucking front
The
of the
one that's
boat.
right in front of you.
10,
That one's too far. But the
15,
one you got.
20, 25, 30 feet out. It's just outside of the range of that spell. And this one's just outside of the range of those things. I
Well,
guess-
no, wouldn't that one be closer because it's just how long's his tail?
4, 5, 6, 7.
But it's not outside the range of that ballista with the rope on it.
Yeah, but it is outside the range of that.
Yeah.
It's well within range of the ballista with the harpoon attached.
It's like right above it.
Actually, it's disadvantage to hit it. It's so close.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Smart girls, aren't they?
So is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, nobody ever said anything, so I'm just like over here like.
I said whiz.
Yeah, and then I said, yeah, I'm gonna hold my action, so I guess it would be Wisdom's turn.
Yeah, because you were planning on not moving.
Oh yeah, that's probably reading. That's probably what happened. Yeah.
Reading.
Who needs to read?
Anybody who plays this game.
Yeah. So I'm going to.
My glass.
You said it's right up in front of me, right?
You
So-
took it.
Yeah, about 10 feet or 5
5
feet.
feet?
Yeah, about 10 feet away. Right off the edge of the boat.
Alright, so I can't really use some of my shit because it's not within melee range. So.
You could technically melee it.
Okay. In that case, then I am going to.
You'd have to take a step forward.
Alright, so I'll take a step forward and use my my pax blade on it.
Alright, so how many attacks do you get with that? I don't
2.
remember.
I get 2.
Right. And they get your spell attack bonus if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So, roll to hit. They do not have a high CR. They are not. They don't get reactions in legendaries.
25.
Oh, that totally hits. Yeah, just a 14 hit. Come on.
The second one gets a 16.
Also hits.
Alright.
So, both strikes with your pack blade hit. How much is the damage?
D12 plus.
Strength.
No, it goes off my charisma.
Okay, so D12 plus your
Or my,
charisma
my
bonus.
spell or whatever.
Yeah, so it's D12 plus your charisma bonus, I believe. That's mean.
Why is it I can find you guys when I'm not looking for you? But there we go. But I'm like shopping around for them when I'm looking.
The one time you need a D12,
Right?
and all you can find is 20s.
I got a 17 on the first hit.
Ouch. Using your charisma bonus, not your spell attack bonus, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Second one, I got 11.
Roll
Yeah,
high.
11.
So 6 plus 5?
Yep.
So total would be.
28.
Thank you. So it's looking rough. It's definitely pissed off.
I think I'm gonna have Herbie attack him as well.
You can have Herbie get out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because Herbie has his own movement, so Herbie could get out of that.
Yeah, he's got like 15 feet of movement.
Okay. Well, I mean, this thing's within like 5 feet of me now, so.
Alright.
I was thinking have Herbie get out and like, fart fire on it.
Alright, so that's. You can run that as your bonus action. That's actually within.
Alright,
It's
Why?
3d6 damage, and I save for half.
yeah. Isn't it? 3? Yeah.
Yep.
I need to really take everything and just kind of like smash it into one page because I've got like notes on everything. There it is. Oh, it's 3d8 plus 7 is what the damage is for his fire thing.
Alright. And what's the spell save difficulty?
19. Or not, 15.
17. So I take half of whatever you roll.
Okay.
So it's 3d8 plus 7 and then half.
Yep. Well, it's 3d8.
Yeah, and then you said plus 7.
Why plus 7?
Huh? Because you were saying before that Herbie gets the spell modifier added to the
He
damage.
doesn't get that added to the damage. He gets that added to the attack.
Okay. Okay.
It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's an area of effect. I'm not going to give it a bonus like that.
Okay.
So yeah, just 38.
They'll do like
I know, goddammit, stop telling me!
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus, where are you? Keep rolling.
12.
12? Is that after his half or before? Was that just the sum of the dice?
Yeah, it's the sum of the dice.
Thank you.
My brain got stuck there for a second. I'm like, hold on.
You take 6.
Yeah, I was
Six.
mathing.
Yeah, same.
Alright, so that brings us to...
Me.
Yeah, it's your turn. Because you were holding your action for that, so yeah, it's your shot.
How far out is it?
About 35 feet. It's within range for your bow.
So this far enough out, I'm gonna knock one of the Molotov arrows
Nice.
and try to hit it.
Yeah, we know I do that when I yawn.
19.
Oh, that definitely hits. Standard damage plus 1d6 force damage, actually, because it's concussive. Excuse me. That tasted like dip.
Regular damage is
That's an 8. Or no, that's a 10.
That's a d10.
So one looks like a diamond.
7 regular damage, and then what was the bonus for the Molotov?
1d6 concussive damage.
Yeah.
2. So 9 damage altogether.
9 damage only. So that arrow goes off, nails straight into the thing's wing, blows back. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Because of the explosion. Think away. 7, not natural 1, so it's okay, it's still flying. You hit something in the wing with an explosive device.
Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna knock it a little sideways, flight pattern a little bit.
Hey, you watch it go flap and flutter, kind of like a bat that gets thrown off by loud noises.
Okay.
And turn glaring and licking its fangs at you. And that leaves us to Kalora, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions.
Let's see.
You gotta wake up early.
I'm awake.
She's up in the fucking mat.
Oh yeah, up in the mast, yeah.
Mm. Poised. I'm poised
Well, not really in the mast.
on the mast.
Crow's nest.
Yeah.
No, I didn't quite get
Oh,
up to
what you got? I don't think you got nothing. Come on.
I'm poised on the mast. I've got the rope the way I want it as I do this. My wings open up. Like
Okay.
big, broad flight feathers really
Alright.
leaning into the wind. And I'm going to leap
Okay.
at that. And as I take flight, I'm going to be opening the rope and holding it broad.
What's that supposed to do? I don't know the knots.
If I land the way I want to, the knots are going to catch so nicely around the muzzle and horns of this wyvern.
So you're trying to make a bridle out of it.
I
Great.
set it up to land the way I want to. It's even got a little weight from extra knottage on the bottom, so it falls open.
Okay.
I wanted something to hold on to if I was gonna try to catch
I
the dragon.
was gonna put that on athletics to make the leap an attack. But considering what you're planning on doing, we're gonna switch that to acrobatics. First of all, roll the acrobatics check to make sure you can open the rope up the way you need it to while in flight. I'm letting you have the lead.
That would be a 23.
Cool. Now roll to hit.
That would be a 9, so 17.
It hits. So, okay. Now, if I'm correct, it gets a strength saving throw to be held.
And all I'm doing is pulling the rope, the top part. I'm holding on to that because that's where I used a constrictor knot around a loose line.
Okay.
So it'll slip back with me and I'll hopefully land somewhere near the wings, able to actually hold on.
What was your roll on tying those now?
20,
23.
25.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19. It has a +4 strength bonus.
So it matches.
So it meets.
Meet or beat. So as you land your thingy to wrap itself around, it thrashes hard and the sharp scales around the outside tear through your rope. And it just spits at you. It opens its mouth. It can't attack you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could, but it can't. And it just spits in your face. And all you can see is wyvern tonsils.
Cool. Last attempt is just to grab onto anything I can catch.
Okay, so roll to hit.
I was paying attention, so I would know that fuck happened. Wait, no, I would already be behind it, landing onto its shoulders if it had had time to thrash and
You'd be
shred the
trying
rope.
to, but you still gotta roll to grapple the damn thing.
That would be a solid 14.
Hits.
Oh, that's right. It is 14 to hit.
It's worse than that. So it hits, and it is now very grappled because I nat won that one.
Cool.
So
So
you
I'm-
watch as it starts hissing and spitting at you, you wrap your arms around its neck, and it goes and coughs a little bit. You'd swear that you see a scale ball go working out.
It's fine. With what rope's left in my hand, I will be taking all of my next available actions to try to tie a constrictor knot. So,
We'll get there.
that will be that's the action I'm setting
And
up.
on that, we're going to go to a bio break.
Sweet.
I don't
Because I can't swing at anybody without everybody here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
where,
So, we'll be back in a few. And again, as always, thank you for joining us tonight.
This is gonna be interesting.
Oh, dude. Yeah, frozen, whatever. Right.
And we are back. And we are down one Chris. Family emergency type stuff's happened, and he had to take off for the evening. Anaya will be filling in with Ronan because it is actually feasibly not a good idea to take these two things on 3 versus 2.
I promise, Chris, I'll do your character justice.
Misses a roll, dies. Justice.
Is served. No, just kidding. Anyway, so
That's not a joke.
we left off, and it was their turn.
Bring it on.
So
Well, I pissed one off and you pissed one off, so.
it's done swim. Its claws are now digging firmly into the banister of this to perch itself.
Okay.
It's got a bird on its back, so it can't really fly. It had to land. That was the one advantage that you got out of that. You grounded it. On the other hand, it thinks you has a pretty face and it wants to eat it.
Okay.
So it's going to snap down at you for 12. 12 to hit.
Miss.
So as its head comes down and goes right, and you manage to move your head to the side and can feel the slobber drip against your face as it misses your head, because it was trying to eat your face. And then it leans, as it's leaning forward, you watch its tail swoop up, and it strikes at you, Kalora, with advantage because you're on its back. And 21.
That hits.
So
I have a 20 AC with my shield on.
yeah, but the shield wouldn't do any good if your arms are preoccupied where you are now. It's still. So that would be the stinger. So the stinger gives you. He's gonna poke at you.
Welcome me.
Right in the cloaca. 10 plus 1d4 is
Nice.
13. 13. Okay, you have 10 piercing damage, 3 necrotic damage, and I need you to roll a. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Deep penetration in the cloaca.
Constitution.
Well, technically, wouldn't you be
That
attacked?
is a dirty 20.
You take another 3 damage and poison as the barb bites into your cloaca.
Woohoo! That is the sound like woohoo! No! Taking what would be enough of a free action just to like tighten my grip.
Cool.
I'm not moving my arms at all. I'm
And
just
that brings us to the other guy.
Do I have to?
Yep. So this one is going to turn and come back in this direction. And it's coming straight for you. So your spell will go off. What's the damage on that? And what does your Cordon of Eris do? And do I get a saving?
It goes off, it comes in a 30 feet turn, 1d6 piercing. Creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 piercing.
Okay, so it's a dex save. I don't get any bonuses to that. 17.
beats
So-
it.
What would be the.
You said it was DC 15 when you were reading it earlier.
No, it's just dex saving throw, which would
Okay,
be.
it goes off your spell save difficulty. 8 plus your proficiency modifier plus I think that rangers cast off wisdom.
Yep.
Plus your wisdom modifier.
That's my plus wisdom.
Oh, your spell save DC is 14.
Okay, so yeah, he makes the save, takes 3 damage as that goes off, but that does not affect your actions or anything. That is out of play though. Well, that one out of the, I believe it's each one, when they get close to each one of them, or do all of them go up? Or is it just that arrow?
It just that one for 8
Okay.
hours, so it's like an 8-hour thing. So
Okay, so those 3 are still
active.
active. Got it.
I don't.
And it's going, that being done, it takes its 3 quite happily.
It's like 3 damage? Really?
A draft. I feel the draft. And it's going to come at you with, it just kind of hisses at you, rears back, and bites forward.
Okay.
First one is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Does 3 and 3. So you take 3 piercing damage and 3 necrotic damage. I rolled really low.
Okay.
It has a max out of 18 on that. And then it will take swipe with claws. 14 to hit.
That misses.
And as it comes in, its claws just it goes to grasp and slash at your chest and pulls back just a little too fast, and it just gets nothing but air.
Okay.
And that brings us to the top of the list, which was Ronan,
Ronan.
which and I will be filling in for because life happens.
He's next to his ballista. He armed with the Greek fire.
Yeah. I'm looking at it.
It's loaded. Takes an action to aim it, action to fire it.
Action to aim and action to fire?
Yep. Check the DMG today just to be sure. It's a siege weapon.
It doesn't, well, he gets 2 attacks. He wouldn't get 2 actions. Would he?
He usually gets.
Yeah, he usually gets 2 actions.
He's an action and a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everyone gets an action and a bonus action. Rogues get 2 attacks. If
Yeah.
played correctly. But I don't think that would count as 2 actions.
Yeah, that's. It gets weird.
Alright, I'm gonna take the action to focus the aim over this way. And bonus action prep Tasha's hideous laughter.
So you're going to do it now?
I'm going to take my action to start to get the aim in this direction,
Mm-hmm.
and then bonus action prepare Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay, so you definitely got a bead on it.
Yeah.
And when you roll the hit, you'll find out how good that aim is. But
Yep. Other than that, I'm gonna hold my movement.
Okay, wait. It takes 1 action to load an airship ballista and 1 action to aim and fire. Different rules for the out of the Legendary Dragons.
Ah.
So
okay.
yes, you can aim and fire it.
Yeah,
Alright.
'cause it's already
Well, then
loaded.
I am going to aim and fire on my action.
Okay, so roll the hit.
That'd be plus my dexterity, yeah?
Correct.
You're looking at Ronan,
That's
right?
18. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't
Yours
know-
would be
I didn't know
weird.
he left his sheet.
He wouldn't be proficient with this, so it'd be 18.
Alright, it hits, definitely. So here's the damage. You're going to roll 8d6 piercing damage. It's a ballista. You put a log through something, it tends to notice.
Fence post.
Say what?
Fence post.
$33.
33. Now, 2d6 fire damage. For the great fire hooked to it.
41.
41, and it's a. Where were you? You were aiming like center mass on it?
Yeah.
It's a large creature, and this would create a 10-foot explosion.
I'd be trying to put it like right here. At the joint of, at the knuckle of the wing.
Great news. You don't have to make a dex save.
Barely.
Exactly, but you don't have to make one, so great news.
Yay.
Great news, everyone!
I don't get caught on fire with shit that Katie put out.
Yeah, definitely aiming for that knuckle of the wing.
Okay,
further
so
back.
total damage was
41.
41.
It hits it hard. And let me see. That actually isn't enough to make it do the thing.
That's fine.
You know, the insta-save thing?
Yep.
So 41 does. Wow. But
Definitely
it-
enough to have its full and undivided attention.
Oh, it now knows exactly who Ronan is. It just found a new friend. You've been picking at it. That was a ballista bolt through the side.
I just fucking annoyed it. You done pissed it off. Like, I bitch slapped it, be like, oh. I mean, you're like fucking punching the balls. I'm like, okay, you now get off me.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I did in the beginning. Was pissed it off by shooting it with the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, just piss the damn thing off.
Oh, we totally could use one of those.
Alright, speaking of...
How much damage can the knuckle of its wing take?
That's a good question.
It's a very good question. I'm not answering that.
You know, Thomas just made a good point. Tom could have used one of those.
No, we couldn't have used one of those. They have too many masts. And they're
Okay.
too little.
I got you.
They're very pretty though.
Yeah.
We get one of those Dublo ones, man.
Right? We get a really big one. What's
Yeah,
that?
the Dublo one.
That's a
man.
question
Like,
worth
this fucking
asking.
is big. Jake in the Neverland Pirates. I have that. My kid's got that fucking boat.
I would. We can totally Tiny Tina's Wonderland an entire D&D like map for battle if we needed to.
I love that.
But yeah,
So 41 damage.
41 damage, and it's Wisp, I believe.
You,
Yes, my
Did
bad.
it, well,
Ronan just went.
Yeah.
no, the spell though. Does that wait till next action?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
it's a bonus action to prepare it, which
Okay.
means I can use it as a bonus action next round.
Okay.
versus, yeah.
Alright, so I've got.
Cause he still got the thingy in. No, the zinger came out. Just attacked her.
Yeah.
So I've got one
it's
right in front of me, and then the one that's over by Ronan, right?
By actually over by Torin. Ronan's off here by the
He's between the two of
ballista.
us.
Okay.
So you were, yeah, no problem.
You're about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet as the crow flies away from the other one.
Okay. But there is one right up on me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's still quite alive.
And I have its attention.
And Kalora's on its back.
Hurt me. I don't care. You'd know Kalora well enough to know.
Yeah, but that's just.
Hurt me. I can take it. I haven't used my second wind yet.
Yeah, the problem is if I do what I'm thinking about doing, it's gonna fucking fuck me up, fuck you up, fuck Ronan up, and fuck up Torin, and the other one.
What you do? Look, you,
Circle of death. 60 foot.
Oh yeah, if
Oh,
you
shit.
hit one of those with that, it's going to hit all of you.
That's what I'm saying.
And half the crew.
That's what I'm saying. I'd end up wiping us all out.
Yeah, because it's a 60-foot radius, which means it's a 120-foot sphere or circle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
but, you
it's,
but you can't focus it though?
no,
Nope.
it's literally a 60-foot sphere that hits everything that's 60 feet. I can choose the distance of how far I want it to go, but either way, it's
If
still
you're in
gonna
there.
take. Yeah, either way, it's still gonna take out everybody just to take out the two.
Unless they don't die from the necrotic damage.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm saying like it would just pretty much wipe everybody out, or at least hurt everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna use Arms of Hadar on the guy in front of me.
Okay, what's that do?
Batters all creature within 10 feet of me. It's a straight save.
Strength save or get bashed? Strength
Yep.
save for half, right?
Yeah, it's strength save or half.
Alright.
I'm on the Wyvern, so I need to roll that.
I rolled a 2, so it got a 6.
Alright, so it's gonna hit then.
Well, it would have hit no matter what.
Yeah.
It's just I'm gonna get full damage on it.
21.
You take half damage.
Yeah.
Your shield.
Yep, it's sitting like right here, and I'm.
And you got hoo-hooed already by a wyvern, so you're a little.
Woohoo! Ow. You get to sit on the dice throne when we get home as long as you keep performing like this. I have a little throne on my desk
34
now.
necro damage. And you can't react.
And it can't react
Yep.
until your neck. It has
How
no.
much?
34.
You take 20.
34.
Yep.
So.
You take what? 15?
15 plus 2. 17. I can hit. Ooh, I could eat that.
Yeah, it's 17.
I can eat that.
But you can't react.
That's
No
okay.
reaction, so it
Yeah.
can't have any reactions. It doesn't lose its action. It just
No,
can't.
it just
use
can't attack me like right off the bat. It's got no
It
reaction.
doesn't have a reaction to its action.
That's okay. You watch as the arm collides into it, and it seems that it stops for a second, and part of the spell starts dissipating as it hits the thing.
Okay.
It's missing me.
Thus causing you to not get hit as much.
Yep. What's funny is I could have eaten the whole damage.
Did not seem very effective.
Okay.
Yep.
And that brings us to you. And the thing all up in your grill with a ballista bolt hanging out the side of it. And it's on fire now. And because it was the center of it, every one of its turns, it will take another 1d6 fire damage for 10 rounds. Because damage over time is evil.
I just want to know if it's grounded.
It's still flying.
I'm gonna shoot it with another one of the poison arrows.
Damn.
Yes.
Strong wing joint.
It's not even below half.
No, that's why I asked how much damage the knuckle of the wing could take.
It didn't hit directly on the knuckle.
Okay.
But the knuckles are fire.
Dun, dun, dun.
Boom, boom, boom.
So 14, so 20 did it.
20 to hit. That definitely hits.
Then you roll for damage.
So it takes 6 poison damage and 7 piercing. So 13
So 13 total. That's to that one.
Can I use my breath weapon on it?
As an action, not as a bonus action.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's if it's within a 15-foot cone of you, you could absolutely do that your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can bonus action prep your breath weapon.
And then you can bonus action it and still get an attack off the next round.
Yeah.
So basically, let me just take a deep
Yeah.
breath in.
Yeah, you're basically breathing in and getting prepared and opening up that particular the breath glands and things of that nature.
I'm
Yep.
gonna do that.
It can see
Right.
your throat lighting up.
And that brings us to Kalora, I believe.
Kalora! Come on, darling.
Ride that wyvern.
Alright, how do I want to do this? I'm not gonna have long before this thing starts shaking me off. My cloaca hurts. I'm mad.
I would say everybody ride that donkey, but it's not Shrek, so we ain't gotta worry about that.
How big is its neck in comparison to my face?
Its neck's about this big around. About the width of a man's torso.
So, an eagle at its natural size has a beak span of about that, so I would say I'm about, yeah,
Actually about the same.
about the same? Alright.
I mean, you do have a metal beak, so
It does 1d4 damage if you bite it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I take this turn to latch in, I could do more damage, but I'm trying to play Kalora strong, and she needs to maintain her disengage action for this kind of acrobatic bravery.
One-hand axe.
That's what I'm thinking. Because what I was gonna do is I was going to loop my rope around, because I have 15 feet of my rope left, and try to double loop it into a constrictor knot.
That's already had it in the constrictor knot.
No, I had a constrictor knot on the very end of the
Oh,
bridle
yes.
that I made that just got shredded, leaving me with the last 15 feet of my rope.
I got you.
I've only got 15 feet of rope. That's more than enough to do what I want to do.
Well, yeah, if it's got a like a center torso, it's about 3. You're looking at 3 feet diameter. So you're looking at 6 feet all the way around, maybe 5 feet.
Yeah, would we be
An
considering
additional
that
rope
my...
by 8, almost 10.
Would that be my action or my movement?
Which part?
If I were to actually just move the rope around with my arms.
That would be your action because you're actually attacking and trying to grasp it with the rope and basically garrote it.
You're right.
Yeah, still, you know what I mean.
You know.
I mean,
It's not a piano wire.
Well, you know, a noose is a little much right now, so a constrictor knot's gonna have to do. I'm going to be careful though. Instead of trying to whip and loop and be cool about it, I'm gonna take the time, since I've already got a good grapple, to pull and thread.
Okay, I need you to make a strength check.
$19.
To hold on. Well, I only rolled a 13, so you managed to hold on and get it looped into place, and it's now got a knot around its neck. Congratulations, you have now collared a wyvern.
Nice. I'm gonna fall off holding the rope.
That's your movement.
I am. I'm just gonna, with my legs, let go and open and just push my wings enough that I fall off of it.
Okay, we will call you launching yourself off the where that would stop because of how long it would take to actually tie that around.
Yep.
And that is going to bring us actually to that one. Which, as the knot throws out, and it sees you dropping your body.
With a constrictor knot, any movement of the knot moving tighter will not reverse itself with the straining of the neck.
It's basically a noose.
Yeah, I know.
With you as the downforce, I like it.
So, as you're going to launch yourself off, it flips over. It launches itself because it's hooked onto the banister of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
It launches itself forward and rolls.
Alright, what do you need from me on that saving throw?
Oh, no. It's got a saving throw. It's an acrobatics check to try and pull this off. That'll be enough to get it done. So it literally leaps over top of you, Wisp. And yes, you get an attack of opportunity if you want it. You can swipe at it with
Yay!
your sword.
Hit it.
It's your reaction. Flips itself basically upside down, wrapping enough of the rope so that you can't pull tight. Smart girl. And lands on you. You can make a dex save to get out of the way for half, and that's its full action. It's got big problems now. Hi, baby.
Dirty 20.
So amidst the thrashing, you only catch a wing for a grand whopping of 6 damage.
Alright, on a dirty 20, can we say I land on my feet on deck?
No. We'll say you still have grip of the rope.
Alright.
You got a choice. You can either land on your feet or you can keep the rope. Which one's it going to be?
I'm gonna hold on to that rope.
You got that 20, that is.
I got a nat 20.
For what?
It's attack by community.
Yeah, you
Oh
said
yeah, on your attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that critted. So roll for damage. And double the dice.
Yeah. Yeah. Not done sniffing me?
19.
There you go.
To that one.
Yeah.
To the one that jumped. Yeah, the one that just jumped.
Okay. So, as it goes over and flips you like this, you realize as Wisp's sword comes up, because as you're regaining your bearings, Kalora, you see Wisp's sword come up. There's a trail of blood falling almost in slow motion down on him, followed by intestines. As it goes up over Wisp and drops dead in the middle of the deck, you land here, and the corkscrew caused it to lawn sprinkler blood everywhere, and it's got this really nice, it's a spiral cut wyvern.
Nice.
Very wide spiral, though. It's not like the really nice ones you do on the
Right.
hand.
High
Right.
fucking five.
And that one's down.
Make it curly fries.
Right? That's what I'm just thinking.
Alright, my movement next turn will be disengaging the rope.
The rope's still hooked to its neck. All you gotta do is let go.
Well, with a constrictor knot, you do have to actually like disengage the knot.
Yeah, but you still have a wyvern to deal with, and I'm saying is that it's dead.
Uh-huh.
Your
Yeah, so
15
you
feet
can
of rope
just-
isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just let go. Is what.
But
Yeah,
if I play
this
my
is a
cards
free
right,
action.
yeah, but if I'm gonna play it the way I want to, I'm gonna end up on this one too.
Good luck.
Free action gets you there faster.
Yeah, I could just latch in with my hand axe. That'd be funny.
Right.
Just see me just yeah. Shit. Well, I landed. What do I do now?
Yeah, that one just got lucky. No, you can't have the D. It's Chris's.
That's what I'm saying. I found Chris's D12.
There's a metal one. I don't know how you lose it. Okay, so that was Wisp's turn.
That's his bonus action.
Oh, that was my
That-
bonus
that-
It's the other wyvern.
That
Wyvern
it's
is-
the other wyvern. That's right. Thank you.
What is after my
Actually, it's gonna let you have the attack of opportunity because somebody stuck a ballista bolt through its side, and it's going straight for Ronan. They're not that smart.
Yeah, Kalora,
So-
free action. Let's go. The rope.
You
then.
get an attack of opportunity.
Nat 20.
I see that. Nicely done. So it's sword or dagger, whatever you have on hand, you can swing at it.
Oh, I have that blackhand rapier.
Cool, and that runs off of your dexterity.
Yeah, that was a 1d6 plus the 1d4 cold crit.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
1d6 double.
2.
Looks like it got just the tip, huh?
Why is everybody playing that game these days?
And 2 on the cold damage.
And D4.
Full
That's
damage.
what it- right? No?
Yeah, that's D4.
Yeah, but it'd be 4 because it's double because of your crit.
Oh.
Okay, so 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
So it takes it as it's going past you. You reach down real quick and flit out your rapier and manage to nick it right on the back of the heel above the Achilles. And you watch as a little bit of it and just kind of makes terrible reptilian noises at you.
I mean, at least it's nicer than I would have been. If I would have been that Wyvern, I'd have been like,
Then
that
takes a bite at
tickles.
Ronan.
I get a bonus. I get a reaction uncanny dodge, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. No, uncanny dodge is always on par, and it just means that you get half damage from any dex saves, no damage if you succeed.
Okay. Let's see.
So
Yeah, I don't play rogues. So the information is nice.
So that'll be a grand whopping 16 to hit.
I think his
Hold on a
DC
second. Hold on a second. Because I'm going to expend a superiority die. I need a D8.
What, on Caloris?
Yep.
It's their turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ronan's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's the Wyvern's turn.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just
He's
need to
within
know.
5 feet of me. I am going to
You
expend...
have to do that on your turn if you're going to
No,
take
because it's a reaction if something lands on a creature other than myself that I can see within 5 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to reaction bait and switch.
Between him and... You're going to bait and switch Ronan with yourself, give him the armor class bonus, which go ahead and roll for it. What was it?
That was a 1, making it a 17.
Okay, well, that's all well and good.
My
It's
armor-
now hitting your armor class.
My armor class is 20.
Okay, so it misses with the bite, catches shield all the way through with your bait and switch. That you should technically be doing that on your turn, not somebody else's.
No, I double checked when I was
Okay.
building my Battle Master.
Okay.
Superiority moves are a reaction when a creature attacks somebody that's not you.
Fair, and you did not take a reaction yet that turn.
Yep.
And then it's going to come around seeing that what just happened, and it's going to try and whip its barb around and up under your ribs.
Leave my cloaca alone!
That's 26 to hit.
I'm taking it.
Did not hit you in the cloaca. Did hit you.
Oh, fuck.
In the spleen.
Or the liver, you know, something important.
Well, right there would be the liver, not the spleen.
Well, depends what type of body you're at, because the speed's on one side, doesn't the other.
Yeah,
D6
that's true.
is 4 plus 1d4 is 7. So that's 7 points with 3 of it being, or 4 points piercing, 3 points necrotic. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Less good than the last one, but that makes sense because I've already been poisoned once. 12.
You take a grand whopping of 6 more poison damage.
I'm not looking great. I felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that.
I know. I told you, these things are deadly.
Uh-huh. It's fine.
Obviously well within y'all's wheelhouse of being able to kill it. But, I mean, you've already killed 1 out of 2, and this one's not exactly looking the best. But, no, they can fuck you up. So you watch as Caloris switches out with Ronan, and and manages to block the bite that was coming down, and you can see the venom dripping off of the thing's fangs over the edges of Caloris' shield. This weird, viscous, purplish, glowing green venom. And then your eyes light up, and your ribs hurt. And
I'm taking a level in Barbarian if I survive this.
you're taking a level of exhaustion from 2 zaps of poison in
That's
one fight.
Fine. It's fine. At this point, I don't need to move that much. I can handle it.
I wouldn't recommend you moving that much if I were you right now. You are poisoned.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great.
And that will stop its actions. And now, we are...
Back to Ronan.
Yeah, we're back to Ronan.
Who just watched me go, ah!
And catch one to the ribs. Blocks the teeth and the teeth part. missed the barbed part.
Right.
Yep.
You're just not used to fighting flying things with an extra appendage.
Welcome. You're squishier than I am. By a lot. And
Yeah.
I'm going to bonus action cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and that's in Player's Handbook, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm playing it right.
Yeah, you already prepped it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You prepped it so you can definitely cast it in one as your bonus. That's not a problem.
Yep. Like I said, I don't typically play this particular brand.
No, that's fine. The only thing I don't typically play is paladins.
So does dropping something count as a bonus action?
Does what?
Dropping something count as a bonus action?
Like just letting go of something?
It's letting go of something.
That's a free action. You can let go of anything at any given point. Now picking it back up and preparing to use it, that's a different story.
Oh no, that's not what I was working on.
Alright,
Letting
it is
go.
a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Getting it out, though, that would cost you the action.
Or you will perceive everything as hilariously funny and fall into fits of laughter until the spell ends.
DC, what kind of save?
It's a DC 13 Wisdom.
Oh, yay. Nope. 10. You hear it, so disadvantage on things.
Let's see.
It giggles. You hear it. Like, it.
It falls prone and becomes incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration.
Okay. So.
It's rolling on the floor laughing.
Wrong.
Well, at least I'm not on it.
Right. You watch as this wyvern starts, you'd swear, laughing midair, and in Draconic here, oh, what's that down there? It's all nice and big and round. Oh, I think I'll call it the ground. Oh, this is gonna hurt. And how long does that spell last?
That spell lasts 10 minutes or until I break concentration.
What's the range?
30 feet?
Well, and it doesn't stop working just because the thing leaves the 30-foot area.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
Well, that fucks that idea. So, in a fit of sheer and truly
Uncontrollable
hideous
laughter.
laughter, as you find wyvern venom dripping down your shield. By the way, I do need you to make a strength saving throw, Kalora,
Okay.
to hold on to your shield. I mean, its teeth were around it when it started laughing.
Yep. That would be a solid 11.
Well, we'll be 19?
Yep.
No. Bye-bye shield.
That's fine.
The shield and the wyvern and the straps that were holding it to your arm like a buckler snap is what happens.
Alright.
Goes falling, and you hear all of this that was being uttered as it looks and says, "Oh, ground, round," around this shield. So it's doing this, ah, like it's been ball gagged. And you just watch all four of you, and a couple members of the crew come over, and they're just like this, as you watch it getting smaller and smaller.
So I have a quick question since it's now technically Wisp's turn.
Kalora is gonna buckle to the ground at 1 hit point.
Since it's now, Wisp's turn, and it is in fact, just falling off the edge of towards the ground.
You could try and do something before it falls.
The excitement on your face, I love that.
Hey,
That's why we play this game.
play play this game because it's lovely to see what other people would tactic out.
What do I have in my inventory?
A lot of weird shit.
Oh, I've been wanting to get rid of this for a while, so this works out great. So I'm going to, I want to take and create my dimension door below me, and I'm going to do it above me, but just below the dragon as the wyvern is like falling. And I want to take and just put my iron 9-foot pike just up in the hole.
So how far below the wyvern? How far away are you? Because this thing's about 60 feet below the deck. What's the range on your dimension door?
500 feet.
Okay. You can cast the dimension door below it far enough that it will fall next round, and that will give you enough time to pull the pike out.
Oh, that ends it for me. I don't want to do that now.
Yeah, it's gonna fall onto the ship and keep fighting us too.
With a pike
'cause-
through it, plus fall damage.
Yeah, but don't do that, please.
Yeah, actually, instead of doing that, I'm just gonna.
Though I love the idea. That is like a gorgeous idea.
Okay, so a better idea is I'm going to.
As you watch it fall, right?
Yep, sorry. Yeah. I'm
So a
gonna-
loud belch comes out of Wisp as he watches it fall, and it replies with a fart.
So how far away is Kalor from me at this point?
Right here by the wings and head of the
About
dragon.
5 feet behind you.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn around and hand you an antidote.
Oh, you need to take one too?
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, technically.
Take your antidote.
Alright. Then I'm gonna take my antidote.
Is it an antidote or is it a potion?
It's an antidote. I've got antidote and I've got antivenom. I got them off of the trade I did with Ronan.
Well,
I mean, I've also got lesser,
you might have 1 or 2 lesser restorations left.
I have 2 lesser restorations left. I had 2 greater, and I took 1 greater originally, and then I gave the other greater, traded the other greater with Ronan. So
Yeah.
I have 2 lesser restorations, but I'm not sure if that, does that get rid of poison, or is it antidote that gets rid of the poison?
The poison and exhaustion is actually just the side effects at this point. It's a fast-acting instant poison. It's not one of those long lingering fuckers.
Okay, cool, so antidote ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, that's why I was asking ahead of time. Other than
mm,
cause your exhaustion from being double head tapped with poison.
Okay, so what I'm gonna take and since everybody's kind of like looking over the edge of the ship at this wyvern as it's falling, I'm gonna take my 9-foot pike and I'm gonna throw it towards its blowhole.
Roll to hit. Difficult. Use your. It's. Pike a simple or a martial weapon?
I do martial.
Hexblades can use martial weapons.
Yep.
So you are proficient with it.
Then he's using gravity to accelerate it.
Yep.
Yeah, so roll to hit. You use your dex modifier plus proficiency bonus.
23.
Oh, you hit it.
Right in the blowhole.
Yeah, there's no real range when you're aiming down.
I don't know. Does a wyvern have a cloaca?
No, it wouldn't have a cloaca. But if she's a female on a reptile, she would have the one hole idea. It's just 2 ports, 1 hole.
I'm gonna yell at
Fucking European plugs, man.
Right, I'm gonna run yelling. I'm gonna yell in Draconic. Now you have a rudder.
The laughter gets even louder as this happens. And the next thing you see after about 3 minutes of watching this thing fall, laughing, is a poof in the wastelands of dust and crater, actually. That's a creature that's about a 600-pound creature falling about 1.5 miles.
The velocity, yeah, he made a dent.
Good sized dent.
In the dirt. Yep.
So I'm assuming with a puncture to right under here, am I taking bleed damage?
Not now.
I'm just asking because I needed to mentally prepare myself for
No,
my
I'm
next
giving
turn.
you just flat damage. I'll let you know if you're bleeding.
Okay. Fantastic.
So, with that, we are now out of combat. There is still a dead one on the deck.
Loot.
What are you looting it for?
I'm gonna skin the motherfucker.
Yeah, you got the kill.
I'm gonna skin it.
I might have pinned it to the boat for you, but you got the kill.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check on that.
I mean, I'm not saying I want to keep the skin, but I want to skin it.
And I would like it if everybody made an insight check real quick.
Insight check first.
Yeah.
10.
Flat 12.
Dirty 20.
Well, between the three of you, if I take the law of averages into accord, you would all basically be able to come to the realization that that tail has venom glands.
I don't care about that. I want the skin.
Like, and you know for a fact that the poison from this is worth money. Hunters pay.
Oh,
a
I mean,
lot of
I'm gonna
money
notice
for it.
that because I have tannery.
Y'all notice that anyway because
Yeah.
it's a very commonly friendly poison.
Mm-hmm.
I currently have 5 empty vials, so I am going to collect as many vials of that.
2.
Okay.
Enough to coat 10 arrows.
2 vials.
Yep. And you now have. What was your survival? And then I do need you to roll a survival check to skin it.
Alright.
You playing Tooth Fairy still?
Huh.
Gonna take teeth out of this one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm mad. I'm down to 1 hit point.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking if I'm taking bleed damage.
No, you're still up. Barely.
And like my wings are like limp. They are not just folded behind my back. I am wrenching teeth out of this thing's mouth.
You're
What's-
kind of like
Oh,
your
oh,
ribs,
oh.
and the other hand's kind of back around your backside. You're like, oh.
I'm impressed. I didn't take
And deep down, there's a little part voice in your head going, "This is not what I expected when they said double penetration."
24.
24.
Yeah.
So you managed to get a good 3 or 4 pounds of wyvern's skin off without any real problem. You notice that the strange necrotic glow on them goes away after they die. It's good sturdy leather, but it's not good.
I blew through 72 points.
Where are the backpacks at in here? Like, what's
But
in
that's
the
the
back?
fun part of playing a tank.
Oh Jesus, I forget.
Do what now?
What's in the like Dungeoneers pack and shit.
Oh, your dungeon bag?
No, I have 2 different packs, and I'm trying to figure out what's in the one I didn't write it down.
Which one?
in the
The
bag?
Explorer.
The Explorer's pack has pitons, 50 feet of rope,
Hang on, I gotta-
cartography equipment, I believe.
Yeah.
There's a water skin though, right?
Yeah, you have water skins.
Can I empty one and fill it with poison? I have 2.
Yes, but I would recommend that you find some way to label that one because if you accidentally drink out of it ever again.
Do you want a flask? Torin,
Mm.
a flask?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting a
I have
flask.
that I don't use.
Yeah. Still gonna fill a water can with venom.
You'd probably be better off using the flask than the
I use
water
both.
skin. Well, the problem is, if you drink from the water skin,
I'm gonna label the motherfucker.
It's also leather
okay,
and porous.
that's what I'm saying, it'll seep. So the flask would be better.
What?
You have less of a chance of like,
Fine, we used the flask.
you have less of a chance of it soaking into your skin and killing
No,
you.
and I want to take a horn as a trophy. Because they do that.
Yeah, write down that you have a flask of
You want to take a horn?
poison.
Okay. Hold on. We'll call it.
Take trophies.
It's about the size of a young one.
How many ounces is that? A flask.
It's 12.
12.
The vial's 2 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Horn would be worth far less than a dragon's horn. Dragon hearts and such, that's great.
So since I like, alright, yeah, I probably would be able to get the poison plants, but I'm trying not to poison myself. So I probably shouldn't take the plants. Do a lot of acrobatics.
Okay, so the horn weighs 10 pounds.
I can easily carry it. I
Right.
still like 85 pounds, but I can carry that. I don't have one.
Alright, cool. Such, no, I'm sorry, what was that thing?
I was saying that, should I, like, I don't know if I'd be able to take the poison plant without fucking somehow poisoning myself.
If you're careful about it. A little
Oh,
bit of
okay.
sleight of hand and finesse.
Okay. You said it's decent value, since he likes the barter, it would make sense for him to take the poison plant.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll sleight of hand to get it out. Your survival would be make it easy to locate.
25?
That's actually the difficulty, so you meet or beat.
What was a nat 20 plus 5?
Well, it's not 20, it's an auto crit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you totally get the whole thing out. Like, Mage's College Anatomy class quality removal of poison gland.
So like exceptional condition poison wound?
Perfectly extracted. Now, it has a weight. That's the problem. Alright, here we go. And this is roughly the size.
We're gonna say that you managed to get the whole poison gland out.
Okay.
It is a chunk of meat because of the size of a wyvern, roughly this big, that weighs about 5 pounds.
Okay, I'm cool. That's cool.
It smells to high hell. You've managed to extract all the poison out of it first.
Cool.
And with that dead, the captain
Dinner.
looks over, walks up, kicks the thing. Well, thank you for taking care of these. I mean, me and the crew coulda, and you're just passengers. Much obliged, and I guess that means we'll be having to refund some of your passage.
No, you can keep the passage. We had fun.
You're still providing the service that we paid for. We didn't say get us there with no possible problems.
You said safely. That wasn't very safe. Look at
Nah.
you.
Well, we're safe.
We're all alive.
The captain looks over at Kalora. Goes, really?
Heart's beating.
Through a lot of effort. Barely.
Does he have a medic? Do you have a medic?
I'll be okay if I can just go take an 8-hour rest.
Didn't you just get off of
Sleep.
an hour rest like 20 minutes ago?
I'm down to 1 hit point. What else am I gonna do but go to bed?
Right.
Does the ship have a medic though?
Not technically, no.
I just want to go to bed now, please.
Do they have anything that would kind of help her? I'm asking the captain.
A long rest will give me my hit points back.
Give her some sleep. I mean, I suppose we could raid the larders for a couple of health potions.
You need those for worse cases. Just let me go
The
take
guy walks up,
Looking over at the bird with
And-
the 1 HP.
does this in the middle of your chest. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
straight.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not good. That was an obvious. Judging by the look on your face. that was
Did
low
you
as
not
shit.
want it?
Oh, number 1. Please put this in jail.
The dice love me tonight. So, he walks up.
This little gnomish captain pokes you in the belly and just kind of, really? And you fall over and knock yourself out on the deck of the ship. No damage, you're just unconscious. At which point it goes in my
Yeah, I
whistles to a
critical failed
couple.
and managed not to take that last point of damage.
Just not that mean.
I'm gonna pick her up and take her down below deck and put her somewhere where she can
I have a
be
bug.
safe.
Put her back in the bunk.
I was asking to just go to bed. I don't know why he had to poke me.
Just to prove that you weren't as healthy as you were claiming you were.
I'm fine.
Oh, really?
I'm fine. Just let me go to bed.
Right there on the deck would have been
I
just
got
fine
this,
if I am.
officer. I got this.
I'm not as thick as you drunk I am.
So you're gonna carry her down
By
the
the
bunk?
skin of
Yeah,
her
I'm gonna go put her
fucking
in a
cloaca, Kalora lives another day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put her in her bunk.
No, that was all ripped out.
Ooh. It's basically a hysterectomy. It's like an ankylosaurus.
Well, I mean, we're talking a spike. This lot.
That's what I'm saying, like a hysterectomy on the cloaca.
And they got another one up under the ribs?
Right now. And you worked in it. And like.
Poison.
That's okay. This bird's not trying to lay eggs again anytime soon.
Ever after that.
Oh.
Well, if you can lay eggs after that, they're gonna come out looking like a D20.
I would point out that a greater restoration spell will fix the long-term damage.
Yep.
You gotta admit, having an egg and it comes out looking like a D20 with all the knobs and edges, that would be so fucked
As
up.
long as it's not one of those little metal spiky ones Chris has.
That's what it probably come out looking like.
I'm so glad I didn't eat the full damage when you hit us with that fucking arms of Hadar.
Oh yeah.
Because that last shot would have just been me falling into the abyss.
As Wisp kills Kalora.
Nah, I
No,
wouldn't.
I would have been able to eat that, but no, I would have just fallen over on deck. Because I was on deck after that.
Actually, if you would have, even if you would have fallen off the ship, like you would have had to fall more than 500 feet by my next turn.
And then take your damage completely again after unconscious and be permadeath.
So, are we?
Yeah, you splat Kalora
So
on the
with
deck.
Kalora retired to bed, everybody else really not looking all that great for wares at the end of the day either. I mean,
I'm only slightly fucked up. I only took like 6 points of damage.
let's get somebody fired a ballista. What was attacking you?
So, the ship didn't take any real serious damage, did it?
Maybe like 2 points of damage from the
Nothing
claws and the
about it I can't
banisters.
fix.
Exactly.
I just think I need a good, nice nap or something. Cause
Okay. So it's 5,400 experience just for these two.
Alright.
And everything that was going on in that castle after you guys went through the portal was another 12,000.
Yay! So we're looking at level
17,400 experience total since the last time. I don't know what level you guys are.
Next is level 7.
Easily. Maybe 8.
I don't know, what's the...
We were at 14,750 last time we leveled up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Plus
I just made my guys, so
17,500.
Does that give me a level or not?
Yep. Give me
Well,
just a-
you would be at 14,700
Give me just
like
a moment.
everybody else because I just start everybody at the same experience when we do that.
14,750
Yeah, it's
plus.
14,750 plus the 17,500.
We're 31,750 XP now.
So somebody
Alright.
check the player's handbook and find out how much homework there is.
Where
It's
we
like
go?
right here in the very beginning. Like, right out the gate, really.
It's next to my poopa.
We are at 31,000?
That
No,
puts
we
you
are just, we
Just
are,
shy of 8.
yeah, we are minus 34,000.
What is it? Because mine's 31,900, but I had bonus experience from
34 to 38.
34,000. We are 2,250 points away from level 8.
2,250 points away from level 8. So you're still level 7.
So I'm 2,050 points away from level 8.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright.
So we got up a level?
Yeah,
Yep,
we go
you're
into
level
level 7.
7.
So 31?
Yep. That's the thing I'll need to do before I leave here.
31,750 for you.
And almost to level 8, but this is also the first time that you all have really had the time to sit down and rest enough to level up.
Yeah.
Poor Kalora.
But doesn't she get hit points for leveling up?
Yeah, she'll be at full HP when she wakes up.
Yep.
So I like playing like Diablo. I level up, I get full health again.
Yep.
Well, you don't get full health for leveling up, you get full health for the long rest.
Yeah.
But I like leveling up in video games.
Not in Starfield.
Really? They give you fucking shit? Well, that's fine.
You get a skill point.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Actually, them skill points are bad fucking ass.
I bet.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta
Ooh.
do the math on our level.
I get 2 more combat maneuvers.
What do you...
So, as you can all see, there is one thing that I would like everybody who's here to do before we shut it down. Grab your hit dice. Everybody's gonna roll for hit points.
Yep.
What's that?
That's what I
1d10.
just rolled from them.
Roll them out loud, then nobody has any questions, and we'll get Chris's in and like. So yours would be a is it a D8 or a D10 for Rangers?
D10.
Yeah.
So 1d10 plus your Constitution bonus.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Or it's 1d10?
Yeah. For oh wait, it might be different for you because you're a warlock.
Yeah, for me it's an 8.
It's either an 8 or a 6 for you.
It's an 8. For me it's an 8
Well,
plus my con.
How many you get?
10 in total.
So we've got another 10 for Pudgy and Wiz.
12.
Another 12 hit points if I can fuck you up for
Wait.
Cora.
No.
You gotta
What's
add
that?
your bonus.
Because I had the tough feat. So
Add your
12,
bonus,
14 more hit points.
Oh, I can hit you even harder.
Yep.
Some for my.
Be at the very front of Ranger. Class features,
So
1d10.
it's 1d10
plus your
plus your
Constitution.
con. Or 6.
So
1d10 plus your con. So you roll that plus your constitution.
we've got
I like my other number.
we re-roll
Yeah.
ones around here.
Yeah.
I don't allow ones in my damage.
7 plus 6, 13.
7 plus your Constitution bonus.
What's your constitution
One.
bonus at?
But it says
7 plus
Yeah.
your Constitution
or
bonus.
6.
Yeah.
So,
So
you got an
you got an
8.
extra 8 hit points
So
permanently.
where is your
That puts me at 53.
what was your HP? 45?
Yeah.
Yeah, it moves you 53.
And
that
you'll
your
be at
total?
full HP at the beginning of next session.
Yeah. So you don't have that full.
That's right,
53.
Ronan's the one who I think's running on a D6 because he's a rogue.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll message him to roll a d6 for his character sheet.
I'm a warlock, so that makes me awesome.
Alright. And with that, and with everybody's new hit points in order, and so that we don't forget to do it for next week, which is why I did that, we are going to call it a night. Thank you for joining us tonight. Probably going to stream some Starfield tomorrow at some point. I will post an update as to when later.
Due to recent events, it might be a few days until I start doing my streams. It also depends on whether or not if I get my certification I'm supposed to get tomorrow. If I get that, depending on hours that I work, I might be able to squeeze one in there. But hopefully sometime in the near future, you guys will either see me playing Tiny Tina's Adventures or
Wonderlands.
Yeah, Tiny Tina's Wonderland Adventures, or you will see me playing Ark. In which case, I plan on creating a character. I'm not sure what its name is yet, but it's I'm just gonna max out its melee because I want to run around and smack dodos and possibly pimp slap a megalodon.
I mean, who doesn't want to pimp slap Magdalodon?
This is why you should douche.
Alright, so with that, we are going to end tonight's broadcast. Thank you for being here. Please remember, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us, take hostages, piracy's a thing.
Thank you for being our friend.
Yeah, seriously, thank you for being our friend and hanging out with us.
Anyways, y'all have a good night.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep. Bait and switch is my only reaction on